Good morning, everyone. Myself is P. Bharani Chandra Kumar, and I am a faculty at GMR Institute of Technology, Raja. Today, we'll be discussing the first supplementary file for video recording for the introductory lecture on control system design. This is a part of 1 week unique hands-on student development program on control system design from a beginner to an expert, SDP 1.2. So in this video we will learn how to build a MATLAB, how to build a model from the transfer function in MATLAB and Simulink. We will perform open loop analysis of that particular built model. A simple closed loop control system will also be designed. More appropriately, we will be discussing about proportional gain controller design, and the comparison of two controllers with two different gains will be discussed. So this is the plant. Since this is a supplementary file, the whole discussion has been discussed in the lecture. So consider the plant given by g of s equal to 1 by s into s plus 5. You can see that there are two poles, and hence the plant is a second order system. And this is the block diagram representation, where this R of S is the reference input and C of S is the output, and this transfer function G of S is nothing but Laplace transform of output by Laplace of transform of input at 0 initial condition. So if I expand this one, then this will look like 1 by s square plus 5s. Now we will analyze the above block diagram using the Simulink. So we will see how to create the Simulink model of this particular open loop system, and this particular block diagram and whatever we are discussing has been taken from the MIT courseware 2.005 by Professor Derek Rowell in 2008. You can refer this particular reference for more details. So this is the open loop analysis using the MATLAB or Simulink. So this is the plant what we have seen exactly plant, and this is the step input with 0 step time, so that's why I have taken it as a constant, and this is the output. So there is a clock here and there is a time, so these two blocks will transfer whatever the data is here to the workspace, which later we can use for the plotting. So we will see how to build this Simulink model and how to obtain this particular output. So to start with, first of all we have to open the MATLAB. As soon as if you open the MATLAB, this is called as a workspace, this is called as a command window, this is called as the editor, and this is the current folder. So just I am keeping it open. So since you have to build the Simulink model, I am using 2018A. Most of you will be having the similar the versions. So what I can say that this is the Simulink one. So for the different versions, this GUI might look different, but remaining everything will be the same. So the first, if you click this one, then it will prompt you to open the blank model. So I am opening the blank model. So once this blank model has been opened, I will go here and then I will go to this continuous, because I need the transfer function block. To get the transfer function block, I will use this right click, add block to the untitled. And the other things what we required here is source. Since I am using the constant source instead of the step, I will take it as a constant. And the next thing is what I need is to see the outputs, I need to have the sync. This is the sync or the scope. In the syncs you can see the scope. Similarly, we want to transfer the data to the workspace, so we will take this one to the workspace. And since this is an open loop things, what I am going to do here is I will connect this with this block first, and this with this block, and this is the sim out. I can see I can use this sim out here. I will connect here. Okay, and the next I need the time as well. Time you can get it from the source. Go here, this is the clock. So clock you can add it here, and then you can clock and then connect this one, and this I am saving with time, and here there are various options you will get it, but I am just simply using the very simple one, array. So ensure that this should be array, otherwise while plotting you could not able to get the desired one. And here also output is the one in which I want to save the variable as, and this is the array again. I have saved, I have applied. Okay, so now first of all I will save this with open loop plant demo. This you can save with any of the names, any of the name, just to at later stage if you want to recollect it. Now what I want is, this is the transfer function, but this is not exactly the transfer function what I am interested. I am interested in the transfer function s square plus 5s. How to write this s square plus 5s we will see now. So double click here, since s square plus 5s is required, so the numerator is the 1, so you just leave the numerator as the 1, and denominator s square plus 5s. So we will start with the highest coefficient, that is s square, the coefficient is 1, and the second is s, the coefficient of s is 5, and ensure that the coefficient of s to the power of 0 is 0. That means only the constant value is missing, so that's why we have to take it to 0. If I pressing enter, then you will see that the transfer function has been changed like this. I will show you again. So then what you have to do is, to see the transfer function you just drag this one, it will show you the transfer function. You can see again, so this 1 is the numerator, denominator this 1 for the s square, what you can see, and this 5 for 5 into s, and this is the 0 because there is no constant here. So what I will do is, I will do something like this. Again I am showing you, please listen this carefully. Numerator is 1, s square, so since the coefficient is 1, so 1 into s square plus 5 into s, that's why this 5 into s, plus 0 into 0. So there is no such value, so that there is no constant here, that's why it has become 0. So now what I will do here is, I will now, since this is a constant, this is 1, and now I will run this one. Suppose if you want to get the smoother plots, first of all I will run and I will see that none of the errors are 0. You can see that the system is going unstable, because as time goes to 0 to 10, the output is going to 0 to 2, and if I run for longer time it is keep on increasing, so the system is kind of unstable. So sometimes if you want the smoother plots, then what I will do here is, I will just go here to the settings, this wheel button, I will use the fix this time step, and generally I prefer the Range Kutta, and the solver time, this fix the step time, I am keeping it 0.0 and 1, and I am applying. This will be very useful for the next simulations. I am running this one, and once I run this one, I got the output. If I want to get the nicer plots, then the small code what you have seen there, what I'll be giving you is, you can see the small code. This is the small code, tiny code. Plot of time of output, comma, line width, comma, 1.5. X label time seconds, Y label output. So this X label it will plot, it will show it as a time, and Y label whatever you have written here. But the important thing is, since this time, whatever you can see here, the time has gone to the workspace, and the output you are plotting here, time versus output, and the line width is 1.5. So that means the line width will tell how fat you want this one. If you want more fatter, you can select this as 3 or 5 or whatever it may be, but the standard is 1.5, you can go for it. So if I run this one, whatever I have typed here, if I copy this one and if I run here, I just pasted here, I am running this one, go to the editor and run this one, so it will show you this plot. So this is the open loop response. You can see that this is obviously an unstable one. Now next thing is, as we discussed in the closed loop plant, so this is the one what we have designed, the closed loop plant. So you can see that the output is being compared with the reference one. So this is the reference input, this is not exactly the input, this is the reference input, and this gain k is 25 I have taken. So this will become 25 by s square plus 5s, and this is the output. And the same thing now I am going to replicate and I will show you how to do this one. So since already you have something done with the open loop plant demo, what I will do here is I will save this as instead of the open loop, I will change it to the closed loop demo. But in the closed loop, what we need some feedback and some summer here. I will go here, math operations. I will select this add block to the, I will add here. Then what I'm going to do here is I will delete this one, I will keep it here, I will add this one, ensure that this should be negative because we are dealing the negative feedback, and connect to here. But the one thing what is missing here is the control, the gain controls. So one way of doing the thing is go here and you can see this gain block, right click, add block to the closed loop model. So it will add here and it should so what I'm doing here is I'm doing, and if you track this, so this something it will look like this. So now what I want here is, if I want, since I want the 25, and now if I run and I will see what is going to happen. You can see the output here as well. So now you can see you are getting the smoother one. However, as you can see from the earlier plot, it is around 16 percent is the peak overshoot, around 16.3 or so is the peak overshoot, but this is fine. So now what I will do here is I will run the same code because all the variables is now in the workspace. If I run this one, then you can see that I got, this is the one. Earlier one in the open loop it was increasing, now in the closed loop you can see that this is the one. However, our problem is how to reduce this peak overshoot from from 16 to bit less 10 or so on. So for that one, what we have seen that, what we learned that in the actual class, so if we change this gain value below 17 or so, then there will be reduction on this peak overshoot. So what I have done here is I have used it as k equal to 10, and now I will see what I'm going to do here is I'm going to change this as k equal to 10, and now I'm running this one. Now you can see that the overshoot has gone. Earlier there was some overshoot here, but now the overshoot has gone. So our desired objective is to reduce the overshoot, and the overshoot has gone. Now again I will go here, I will run this one, and you can see that the revised one, the overshoot has gone. That means if you reduce the k value, the gain, the overshoot has reduced. So you can see that. And now I'm going to show you the comparison of both k equal to 25 and k equal to 10. You can see that the remaining parameters more or less a bit this is bit slower. You can see that the rise time, it is reaching at very less time, but it is taking some time. But that is not our objective. Our objective was to reduce the peak overshoot, and it has reduced from 16 to drastically to to maybe around 3 or 4%. Even if you increase this, if you further decrease this k value, then this overshoot will be further reduced. So that is what from my side. I would like to thank you very much. Good morning everyone. Myself is P. Bharan.